All right, and we are back with our closing moment of the day, which is story time, y'all. So for today's story time, we are gonna let Yin lead us into that one.
Yes. So for story time of today, we are going to be mostly discussing like when you have blowout with people like this in the friends community or whatever. We need to just make sure that, hey, I always tell people there's always three sides to the story. Mm-hmm. You have that person's side, the other person's side, and the people that's observing it. Mm-hmm. And it has to be an unbiased observer. It's like somebody from the outside. And so I had got into it, and we had spoke about this on a previous show with Josh regarding him stealing Mr. Chocolate away from Sadiq. And, you know, and it blew up because him and Josh and Julio had became like, so I guess, some friends or something. And then everybody, they posted something on Josh's actual timeline that, I said something about his health status or something. And I said, well, you don't see none of this on my stuff. It's all on your stuff. And we're trying to figure out, well, how did he get these other images or whatever? And Julio sent it to him. But what they do in the community, and in this the LGBT community, they like drama. They like mess.
Ooh,
and so people come for me, I'm going to give it to you. I don't start it. You know I don't start no mess or anything like that.
But he doesn't go high, y'all. He does not go high.
When you go low, I'm going lower. You coming to hell with me. We not even going to play no games. And so when I clap back at people and I put out that, you know, Josh, he's talking about he's a community advocate, but he's out here selling drugs to the community and people are falling out over his drugs. And then he's over here stealing people's mans with his friends. I mean, it's
my pearls.
It's a mess. It's a mess. Hold on, I'm not even done yet. And it's all this drama that's going on with it. And so then this is what happened after I sat there and I put him on blast because everything I said was factual. They stuff is not factual. All of a sudden, everybody's like, oh, you know, we want to choose sides and everything, and everybody's scared because you put him out there. And I said, well, this is the thing. If you would have left me alone in the first place and not hopped into a conversation that had nothing to do with you in the first place, Josh, we would not be in this predicament right now. But then everybody wants to choose sides. Well, I'm offended that you didn't say nothing again about this. And it doesn't matter about that. Mind your business. When you say something about somebody, especially you said somebody said something, especially me, have your facts together. That's all I'm asking you. When you're sitting there telling a story, be truthful. And a lot of them like to embellish the story. They like to add on to the story. They like more of the story. And I don't like that. And this is why one of my friends, she was looking at like the timeline, a few of my friends actually. She said, well, first of all, I'm looking at the timelines. Most of the drama or stuff that was said was on this boy's Josh's timeline. It wasn't on your timeline. I said, exactly. So she said, he reached out to the other boy. They got mashed up some stuff on his stuff, and they're trying to talk about you're canceled. She said, this is some girl shit I ain't never seen. That's why I said we got this term called manshees. These big old dudes with muscles that are technically women. And this is a term that we learned. Oh, sorry, this was on another episode.
Oh, okay.
We learned this term in Atlanta because it's these big old dudes who are technically women. They watching Housewives and all that stuff, but they don't want to hang around, you know, trans people or whatever. And so there was this guy. We call him Mr. Aloof. He moved over to Colombia, and he would say, "Oh, you know, he invited you to his house and everything, and you're sitting here, you know, you put him out." I said, first of all, did y'all say anything about Julio saying the N-word and call him and said it not once but multiple times? I put that video on there. Stuff I put on there, you're going to have evidence of. I said, so nobody said anything about that. I said, this boy tried to break into our house. We had the police call because he tried to come over multiple times. I said, all my stuff I put out there on blast. When I tell you to leave me alone, leave me alone. I don't bother you. But then and this is why I tell people, when somebody clap back at you, what the community does, oh, this is too much. No, it's not too much, because if you would have left me alone and left the person that's always in the corner who always get bullied in school, and then they fucking snap and beat the hell out of you, then all of a sudden everybody's like, oh my God, this was too much. No, it's not too much, because if y'all leave people alone the first time, we won't have these issues. What do y'all think?
I mean, I
actually want to say the drug situation is very interesting to me because you know, like you mentioned, you have a person here that's an advocate for the community, but yet is selling drugs, and you know, a lot of people do overdose, and a lot of people that we've witnessed have died from that. We were in Spain, in Barcelona, just last year, and you know, people are passing around drugs, and someone died that day. And so it's very hard to see that happen. But also I feel like since we educate ourselves with a lot of things such as, like HIV prevention and, STDs and stuff like that, I think that if we're going to be doing that as a community, at least try to be safe and informed about it, and don't just take it from anyone.
Exactly.
Because that can lead to, as a matter of fact, when we went to Rio last year, we were out partying, someone just approached me, good looking guy, we were, dancing, we were vibing, and he handed me a water bottle. Had it not been for one of our friends who was there, he came with you actually. He's from Brazil. He's a Brazilian guy. Saw me almost take a sip of that bottle. It literally burned my entire lip because had I drunk that water or whatever that liquid was, it would have put me out. He literally knocked it out of.
It was some type of acid sleeping thing, and this is like, we're a community, and I said we don't even look out for each other. I said we sat here, and Josh sat here and sells drugs to people, and y'all sitting here saying, oh, he's a community advocate. I said y'all want to choose sides. The thing is, Josh should have minded his own goddamn business. Josh should have made sure that the facts that were said against me were correct. I wouldn't have put your business out there. But even with that being said, for you to sit here and say you're a community advocate and sell drugs to people, and we see this a lot. One thing that, and when we went to Barcelona, one thing that was really sad is that people were so high. We seen people literally shitting on themselves in the middle of the dance floor. Literally. And I'm just sitting here, and they were getting escorted. We seen people pass out. When we went to the dancer's birthday party, when we went out to Palm Springs, we went to a dancer's birthday party in Palm Springs, and Josh and somebody gave this boy some drugs. This white dude, he said, boom, fell out. And so the transgender, she said, oh, they better be glad that he was here because he would have got done in. And that's what they be talking about, Mr. Aloop that moved to Colombia. These people are supposed to be his friends, and they said that he does the same thing too. But I said, but you're sitting here trying to talk to me about what I said to Josh? I said, do you understand that these boys literally let you get raped in the middle of the dance floor? They say that you shit on yourself when you're having sex with people, but all of a sudden y'all friends. I said, don't come.
It just keeps getting messier and messier. There's shit everywhere at this point.
Literally.
No, I had to check people.
There's shit everywhere, you guys.
I had to check people.
One thing that you will learn from this episode,
I don't know what's going on.
Yin will check you.
I would check you.
But
keep it real.
But so all that to say, mind your own damn business.
And make sure it's truthful. If you're going to say something about somebody, make sure it's
Come
facts.
with receipts and facts.
That's all we're saying.
If it is not, we're not calling for you.
That's all we're saying.
Right.
This makes me glad I got like 3 friends.
Right.
Don't go out.
No, the circuit.
I've officially.
Don't come for anyone unless you consent for people.
I'm no longer in the streets. I'm not available. Don't call me.
Amen.
It ain't money. They didn't
Because these people are not your friend. I be sitting there looking at these people like they be talking about it. They getting these pictures. Everybody smiling and, with the bodies and muscles. And I said, this bitch that said something about you, he's sitting here trying to take your man. I said, it looks freaking crazy. This looks crazy. And I said, these are a bunch of dudes, but they are quick to sit here and say something about some transgenders. But we'll let that be for another topic on that one.
And bringing that to a close, mind your business, bring receipts, and then be mindful of the people around you, because if someone is a gossip to you, they are a gossip of you, okay? And we're going to close on that. But we want to promote one of our favorite products here.
Yes. So this is a product. It's Navitas is the actual company. Well, Navitas Parfums is the company. And they, like Big Bear Business, Rotolescence. These are all big YouTube guys that do a lot of fragrance reviews. So I buy a lot of fragrances. Well, we're giving this away. So this is how it works. For the first 100 people that subscribe to our channels or whatever, you guys will donate. So once we reach the 100 limit, we have a donation that you'll go on GoFundMe. Now this is a $250 bottle. All you're doing is donating $10. You donate $10, we're going to have some type of like hangman type thing. I thought about doing the numbers, but we're going to change that. It's going to be a type of hangman thing, and you have to guess it within that week.
Guess the puzzle.
You got to guess the puzzle. And so this is the perfume. This one, last week I promoted, it was Revenue Eats. This one is called Primus. So the $250 bottle that you'll get for $10 just for guessing something, but also you're donating to the Victorious Foundation, who we help support. The Victorious Foundation, we had recently helped house somebody who had ran away from home. We do real advocacy here, and it's mostly for children, but also because everybody say they're advocate, but they really ain't. but let's keep it real.
Like, what are you doing
Yes.
on the ground in these streets
Exactly.
to say you're an advocate?
And so this person had ran away, I believe, from Florida. They were about to be killed by their parents or something.
Well, he
Was
was
that-
outed by his parents, by his cousin actually, and his parents just weren't having it. He was just having a lot of issues at home. Took whatever money he had, bought a plane ticket, flew to LA. One of my friends called me, knows about our foundation. She said, "Hey, this is the situation for this person. He's LGBT. Can you help?" And I said, "Of course." Took him under our wing, got him housing. He's not to put his out there, but HIV positive. Got him medication, got him EBT. Put him on the right path. And that's as far as we were able to do with your support and hopefully your donations. We were able to help more people in his situation. But I think that was a very success story, and now he's moved along.
Yes, so it's the Victorious Foundation. You'll see more information about how you can donate, how you can win this,
Place it below.
and how you can help people. So
Yes. Yes, we be out in these streets telling people we love the kids.
Amen.
Yes. And that is our show for today. We love you. Love and light to you all.
I am Yen.
I'm Yang.
We'll see you next time.
Bye now.
Hello, ladies and gentlethems. If you're enjoying the show, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can not only be a part of the conversation, but you will also be in the know when we upload new content. Love and light to you all.